Okay, I'm back for part two. So this is how it came out. The other video cut me off. It was long. It was going for hours, but I started to tell you that I use a meat thermometer. Um, so it got up to over 165, which was fine. So I turned it off. Um, the carrots stayed intact, so I'm leaving them like that. I have a little bit of the butter left. I'm going to use that for the dressing. That's for the dressing. I just opened a box of stovetop cornbread, and I'm going to jazz it up and cook it in a different way. And I will put that video below, okay? So I'm going to cover this up nice and tight. I got a whole pot of juices really from the turkey, and I added some chicken stock, so I'm going to use that to make gravy. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I have not a whole stick, I'm going to say 2/3 of a stick of butter and some of the herbed butter in a large non-stick frying pan. Okay, so I'm going to get that going, and then I'm adding the diced onion and celery, and I'm going to cut up my apple. I want to add that to it. Hang on. Okay, this is cooking nicely. That's about it. I'm going to add the apples. And I just cut them like this. Get in there, you. Okay. I'm going to toss this a little bit. I don't really want to brown everything. I'm just going to gently cook it. Then I'm going to add broth. I have a whole pot of broth simmering away over there. So this is great. I'm going to add the, I toasted my pecans. I always toast them for like a minute in the toaster oven. It brings out the flavor, makes them a little more crunchy. I'm going to add those at the end. All right, I'll be back. Okay, this looks really good. The apples are starting to get soft. I added the herbs. I'm going to add the broth. Okay. Okay, the broth has been added, and I eyeballed it. Just to kind of cover all the vegetables and the apples. I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. It's starting to bubble a little bit. And then I'm just going to add it to my cornbread stuffing. Okay, so I mixed it together, and I'm going to let it cool for a few minutes, and then I'm going to add in the beaten egg, 1 beaten egg. Then it's going back in the frying pan, okay, to crisp up. Okay. So I added some fresh ground pepper and some more fresh parsley. And just going to wait another minute or two, and then I'm going to pour this egg in. I'm going to just stir it around gently, make sure it's all blended. Then it's going back in the pan, and I just used a little bit of that leftover butter, okay? Okay, so here it is in the pan. I can see it's like bubbling around the edges. I put it on medium-high, and I'm going to toss it, and with the intention to really brown it and make it crispy and crusty. And I'm going to add the pecans, okay? And I'm just coarsely chopping them because I don't want to I don't want them fine. I want to be able to know that there's pecans in there, okay? Oh, and I opened the gravy packet and I poured it into a pan. It says to add 1.5 cups of broth or water, which I would not do. So I have, all my broth is hot in the other pot. So I'm just going to heat this up. I'm going to add that to it. I'm going to add something just to darken it a bit. And we'll see how it comes out. Otherwise, I have a lot of broth. I can make my own gravy. All right. Okay, I'm getting brown bits, which is what I want. I want like some crunchy bits. I have to be careful I don't burn it, but I keep tossing it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And here's the gravy. I added 2 big ladles of the broth that I had going and a tiny bit of Gravy Master. And it tastes good. It's very salty though. And I didn't add any salt. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Looks good. Smells good. And I made myself a little plate. So bon appetit. Hope it inspires you to try new recipes. And I will put the link below. Okay? Have a great day. See you next time. Bye. Bye bye. Bye.